You're there. It's nice to have you back.
Thank you.
Many thanks for staying with us. It's still the conversation, and sorry about that little chit chat between Iremide and I before we came back fully. Today we're discussing Lagos, a tech hub. Quite interesting conversation here, because if you know what I was asking her. And we have Iremide Olatunji. She's the founder, CEO, Data Analytics Elite. This is, I find, chatting with Iremide a learning experience, because there is so much to learn from her. I'm not a tech person. The word tech, I keep saying it on this platform that, tech for me is like a shock. I'm always afraid when I hear the word tech. When I hear tech, I hear mathematics, and I'm so worried. And when I see people like Iremide, the questions continue. I don't stop asking. You're welcome, Iremide.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here.
We're having a different conversation. We're looking at Lagos, a tech hub. And, Lagos is often described as the Silicon Valley of Africa. In your own view, what gives Lagos this reputation?
A lot. Number one is the young people that we have, the young minds in Lagos. That's like one advantage Lagos is having over every other state in Nigeria. I see Lagos as the London, the London of Nigeria.
Lagos has the most youth population in the country right now.
In the country, actually, because even youth from other states migrate. Should I use the word migrate, or they travel down, to Lagos because of the vibrancy of the economy, of the experience of the state. And just stepping in Lagos, it just gives you this, I have to be an entrepreneur, this is business. I have to, do something. Yeah, people are doing this, then I have to fix myself somewhere and do something. Yes, and like you said, Lagos is the Silicon Valley of Africa. If I say of Africa, yeah, because according to, I think I saw an article from dewroom.co earlier this morning when I was just researching, and they validated that, like, the way things are going, like, we even surpassed Turkey, in the world. Like, it is no longer Africa, it is now in the world.
Even Cape Town.
And Nairobi, I'm like,
that we know that,
like, we surpassed Turkey, then Cape Town is not, it's not even a match for us right now.
So when you think of Lagos as a tech ecosystem, what milestones, have Lagos achieved in the area of tech? So
in the area of tech, I'll say we've produced 5 unicorn organizations. And what does it mean for an organization to ascend unicorn? That means this organization has been valued for $1 billion US. And in the whole of Africa, we have 9 of them, and Lagos alone produced 5.
Wow.
Out of 9. If you want me to name these companies, I am not.
Don't put me in trouble.
But 5 out of 9.
Okay.
I think that is more than, that's about 60%.
9
of
out of 5 out of 9.
Out of 9.
Are we looking at 70%?
About 70 thereabout percent. Yes.
So how do these stories now inspire young people, like you, who is a CEO here in Lagos? Would you have done it better outside here?
No. So initially, I wasn't even in Lagos when I had the idea. So I had the idea out of Lagos, but I had to come to Lagos because I'm like, when I'm in Lagos, I am ginger. There's when I call it ginger, there's this ability, this high-spirited, things that just come on, like, I have to do this. I'm seeing other people, there's this sense of role model. You see other young people doing great things, and you're like, I can do this too. I have this dream, let me try it out. There's just, not competition, but in a way to help you just nurture that dream, and then put in the work. No, not really competition, because we are really not competing.
No, there's something called healthy competition.
Yes.
I can do better.
Exactly. I can do better.
I don't want to use the word better. I can do more.
Exactly, than what I'm currently doing. Yeah, so Lagos gives you that healthy competition to keep doing it. And I myself, I've been a beneficiary of funding through venture capitals in Lagos myself. So out of 400 organizations that have been funded, I can say I am part of those 400 that have been funded so far in Lagos. So I think Lagos is a game changer really for any serious founder or any serious CEO out there that have a dream and you really want this dream to grow, you want to nurture it, you want to do something tangible with it. Being in Lagos is the real deal.
Okay, you've talked about yourself being a CEO, you've talked about, the tech hub being a game changer, and you lead data analytics elite. Why is data such a game changer? Because they said data is also the new oil.
Data is everything. The fact that we're here is data, right? Everything we do now.
How is it data?
The fact that we're
sitting here, how is it data?
Because we have quite a lot of people in this room, right? Okay. I've been here before. Okay. Now I'm here again. That's 2 times on this platform. That's data, right? So if I'm going anywhere, and I'll be like, oh, I'm a 2-time conversation guest.
Guest on the conversation. Okay.
That is data. Right. So everything we do right now is data.
How is it? How is data, important in everything we do, according to you?
Okay, so let me simplify this, right? On our mobile phone, because everybody right now is mobile. We have a mobile phone. We have several apps on our mobile phone that takes into consideration our interest. So, for example, if you go on Google and you search a particular thing, by the time you open your browser, you keep seeing that same thing, popping up from different. It could be like maybe a shoe. You browse, oh, I need a shoe for a wedding, and you close your browser. Maybe the next day you open your browser, you start seeing shoes from different, telling you, advertising different things of that nature. That they're taking, oh, this person has interest in a wedding shoe. Maybe she has a wedding. Maybe there's something. So that is data. Right, everything we are doing, the food we eat, the restaurants we go to, even on our phone, the apps, there's a map on our phone. It tracks everywhere we go. At the end of the month, it will tell you, this is the places you visited. Right, so they are capturing your lifestyle. I used to like to travel, so maybe this month you went to Morocco, and then you're back to Lagos, and because of work you went to South Africa, you went to London. Oh, this person is a business person. So when they are pushing something to you, based on the data they've collected from you through your mobile phone, they can say, oh, this person is a business person. We have to push something that will interest her in this line because of the data that we've taken from her.
Okay, but some people, gather this data and find it very difficult to use it effectively. But from what you have described, it looks very easy. What's the missing link, there?
So the missing link there is they need to understand, okay, so the missing link there is this data, sometimes technology have simplified that you don't have to even analyze it by yourself. You just have to find the tool that does the work for you. So for someone like me, I have the technical experience. I can take data, I can find the insight from data, I can use all of the different tools we use to clean, analyze, and get my results. But for someone with no knowledge at all, there are actually tools that does the work for you. All you have to just do is maybe speak to a consultant, and they will help you find what works for your business or whatever you want to implement. They introduce you to the tool, show you the little things you need to know, and they say, oh, it does all the work for you. Because like I was telling you today that, with my mom's business and all of that recently that happened, I couldn't sit and say, I want to start using my tech skill to start. The people I'm working with don't have that. So I have to, use a software that with a click of a button, I see everything happening at a glance without me analyzing. It has already done the work for me. So for businesses or individuals that want to really understand tech and you feel, oh, maybe I'm not really data savvy, I'm not really tech, this thing is difficult, just speak to somebody. Like, things have been simplified. You don't have to be a data analyst and get your data analyzed or to have things done. Just like the way we have, initially we used to pound our yam. Now you can turn your yam and still have your poundo yam. It still works. Now, even if you don't want to, there's a machine now, you just put the yam inside, it rolls it for you. Your food is ready, right? So that's the way it is also in tech.
Okay, the Lagos State government, has rolled out initiatives, like Lagos Innovate and broadband, expansion. How significant, have these initiatives, been?
Lagos Innovators is actually doing a fantastic work. Because I have a lot of friends that have been a part of that program, and I've seen the way it has helped them in terms of connecting them to mentors, connecting them to funding, training. So we're talking about Lagos being the Silicon Valley of Africa. This started 15 years ago. And the way it started is through training. We had some companies come into the country around 2010, 2009. They came to train some of our young guys here in Lagos in software engineering, all of this cyber. It was more of software engineering then because we didn't have data analytics at that time. So it was more of taking our young guys, putting them in a room, software engineering. I had a friend that was in university then that was privileged to be a part of this. And it was privileged to be a part of that. And before he even finished his training in the university, he had already gotten a job with a global firm already. So it's course of 4 years. He himself prolonged 8 years by himself because definitely he was making it. So it was like, I'll defer. I'll come back. I'll come back for academics, right? So it started from training. So whatever we need to do now, everything boils down to what the training that happened 15 years ago. And the result of that training shaped our minds, helped us see differently. The people that were trained started training other people, and it became a ripple effect. People started seeing what is possible, and that's why we can build what we are currently building right now. So with what Lagos is doing, through Lagos Innovate, right, the training is very much important because the effect of that training, I tell you, in the next 10, 15 years, we will see the effect of, through this training, right, through this access to global mentorship, funding, this is what we've been able to do. Like I said, 5 out of 9 companies have reached that unicorn status. And how did it start? They were all in this Lagos. They started from being trained too. A majority of them are software developers, software engineers. They started from learning in Lagos, seeing differently, meeting with mentors that shaped their mind, seeing what is possible, believing they can do something, and they started, doing it gradually, and they got funding, they got mentor, because you can't just get funding and just feel like, with funding, with mentorship, you are able to, utilize that funding properly, put it in the right channel to help grow your business. And you can't know these things without mentors, right? So Lagos Innovate is doing a fantastic job in that aspect.
So are there still any gaps that exist in policy and regulation for tech experts?
For the tech expert, one of the gaps that I see currently that I think maybe that needs to be looked into, their operational challenges. And that is...
Does it have anything to do with the policies of the state government?
No, not necessarily. Okay. Because I think tax has been reformed.
Reformed,
right?
yeah. Which
so
was what we
that is fantastic.
Discussed earlier. Okay.
Yeah, that is beautiful for the ecosystem. But the operational things that is like rent, cost of rent.
Okay.
We need to regulate that because when they see that you're a company and then you're trying to start up, you've moved out of an incubator or an accelerator program, maybe once you're using a co-working space and now you're trying to move out to start, they just give it to you. Like, they don't even, the rent, they will just look at you from head to toe. Okay, this guy just
analyze you. Okay, since we're talking about Lagos Tech Hub, I want you to tell us, how you were able or how comfortable it was for you to start up your data analytics elites.
So I was working I worked for 2 companies as a data analyst. I've interacted with senior managers because of my role, because of the criticality of my role. Definitely I interacted more with senior managers, directors, because they are the ones that use my report most of the time. And from there, I started training people. That's the beauty of tech. Once you have the knowledge and you're passionate about it, you can't keep it to yourself.
You can work with it and also impact knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
So mine started from impacting knowledge. I was able to, in the year 2022, I was able to impact about 8 people. And I'm like, if I put this in a structure, because I was working, doing other things, I couldn't do more. I'm like, if I put this in a proper structure and get some people with me, I can do more. And that's what I did. And we just started, like, let me just try this thing. If it doesn't work, fine. If it works, well, let's see where it goes. And it did work because when I got my seed for it, I'm like, okay, so I too, I'm doing something.
You have like a permanent, building location where you run your
No,
tech hub?
we work remotely.
Remotely.
So we use
for
a
now.
Slack channel
Okay.
for all of our interactions, because most of my team members are dispersed all over. Some are in the UK, some are in Jos, some are in Ogun State, Ibadan, some in
But you could have
Lagos.
stayed in your hometown now and still run your business. Why come to Lagos?
You know the reason why I said it earlier before. Lagos is the real deal.
It's not that it just gingers you automatically.
I don't want anybody that is blue cucumber or cassava. They are not my target audience.
Okay, before we started the conversation, I admire you as a young lady in tech. You know, I just believe that, you know, women in tech are just extraordinary. But it is mainly tilted towards the younger generation. Do we have people of my generation who are interested, you know, in tech?
So people of your generation, it's about the will. Whatever you want to do, whether tech or no tech,
What if
it's
I
about
approach
having
you?
a desire.
What if
a
I approach you
passion.
without knowing me here, and I go, oh, Irimide, I've seen so much about you. You know, I can see what you're doing. I'd like to be a tech person. Yes.
So the first thing I'll ask you is, so what exactly have you researched about tech? Like, give me your own point of view of what you see tech is.
It's about numbers.
Which you're like, numbers. And the last time I came here, I said tech is about leverage. I was very clear. It's leverage. So first we have to talk on the mindset. So now, because you've had this mathematics, there's this fear. So first you are projecting fear. So you have to first talk about that mindset. Let's break down the fear. Okay, what if you do tech that has nothing to do with mathematics? Will that soften it? Right? Because when we say tech, it's in different aspects. It's not about software engineering or data analytics alone. It's not about cybersecurity. We have product managers. And it's not really anything mathematics, just ensuring that software engineers do their work, data analysts do their work, these people do their work. It's just like a project manager, you know, to ensure that all the project phases are being followed duly, and when there are changes, you're able to change the calendar, communicate to the stakeholder, or when the product to be ready. Not necessarily you writing the code or doing it, but managing the people that are doing the work.
Okay, you just spoke about
Project
coding. Okay, so skills like coding, AI, data science are in high demand right now. How do we now close the skills gap in Lagos, which is a very, very big place for tech?
Like I said, everyone passionate about tech and doing tech, we just like we tend to impact other people. So there are a lot of
there's enough room for
there's
everybody.
Enough room to learn. It's about you having the willingness first to say, oh, I read about this thing and I think it's something I want to go for. Then just take your phone and Google, I want to learn so and so. Where should you will see the list of centers where you can put yourself, whether you want to do an online course, because on YouTube now, all of these things are saturated. You see, whether it's software engineering, cybersecurity, you'll see people are creating content for free for you to learn. And even if you want something more structured, you have other online courses. Also, you know, all online. And if you want a physical, whereby you come to a school, just Google. You see a lot of centers near you that you can plug yourself into. Yeah, and there are also other centers that are also free. You know, we have this current one by this current government initiative, training 3,000 people.
Yeah.
And you can apply. You will be taken.
But how aware are youths? You know. Anyway, you've said one thing, that you must be willing. So you should always look out for such. Okay, let's move to tech for social good right now. Lagos is a mega city, of course, with its mega issues. How can tech now provide solutions for urban issues like traffic, waste, healthcare, because it's still looking like we're still using the old and traditional ways, to attend or to treat these issues we have. So how can tech make it better and make it faster?
So for traffic, I think they found a solution to that, because even the last month where they have this thing they hold, they will just boom, they won't even chase you. Before they will chase you and be telling you no, they won't stop you.
But in some countries, you don't even need to see the last man.
Yeah, so I think even our traffic lights have cameras for those that disobey traffic rules. So it just takes a picture of them and bills them automatically. You just get a notification on your phone to say, oh, you've been billed so and so. But then you go to their office, you'll see that, oh, they will show it to you, So I think that they've been able to find a solution regarding that.
What about healthcare?
For healthcare, no, healthcare is also one of the things that are thriving right now in the tech space. I think the first is fintech, then we have e-commerce, then health is the third. And the way health works is you can just chat with a doctor, hey, I'm feeling this way, I'm feeling so and so. Doctor will say, okay,
your personal doctor, or there's a platform that has different.
There's a platform.
Okay.
That has different. That
you can.
Yes. I think there's Ilera Eco, this HMO, they do it more. Right? So you just chat with the doctor to say, oh, this is what I'm feeling, I can't make it to the hospital. Then the doctor will make a prescription to a nearby pharmacy, not to you, because definitely a lot of people can misuse prescriptions being given to them. So the doctor will make a prescription to a nearby pharmacy close to you, send it to them. So just tell you to go, give you an ID number, you go there, show them the ID, then they will give you what they've been prescribed for you, and they'll let you know, oh, this is how you take this, how you take this, how you take this.
Another major issue that Lagos is dealing with is waste. And, some tech companies have come up with circular economy, that is turning your waste into
reusable, recycled.
So they come up with all manner of things, and another problem is, the sustainability. So how can tech, also help in sustaining all these beautiful, beautiful innovations?
Regarding waste, I have to come back because that is a huge issue that has not really been looked into. Because even in Lagos, people still burn refuse. They put it together and then they set fire, which should not be.
Causing pollution.
Right? And there are some places where you don't even see the waste company come anymore for whatsoever reason that is happening in that CDA. You don't know, right? It's an issue that still needs to be tackled, and we just need to look into what exactly. Okay, what is it that's happened before, and what exactly is the problem? What are people saying the problem is? Because problem starts from hearing what people say or experiencing. When you experience a particular lifestyle, maybe you live in an environment where the PSP guys don't come there at all. Then you can have, oh, what if I do this? So we need to hear from the people. Exactly. What exactly is the problem? Why are you still burning refuse? Okay, if we do this, will you be able to, stop burning and then give them your refuse? Is it about the money? Is it about the monthly charge? Is it too high? Or is it because the road to your area is not motorable? Is that why the vehicles are also not coming down there, and then you also can't give them your refuse to be properly disposed? So we need to understand, make proper assessment to know what the problem is, and then from the problem we start working to the solution. So tech is not the first thing. It's not like we just bring one computer, come and collect. No. It's about problem. When you have a problem, then you look for a solution. Then you now use technology to now make the solution easier, faster, and better.
Okay, looking at the tech ecosystem in Lagos, in the next 5 to 10 years, what do you imagine, the tech will be?
What I want to see in the next 10 years is people from the United States using our product. Let me say
when you say products, please explain.
We exporting our technology to the global world. That's what I'm talking about. For example, I want to be safe with my example. Let's say this is a cup made in Nigeria, used for Nigerians are using it. It has gone through Africa, and having people from India, China preferring this cup over the one made in their own country.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, that level of export whereby we can serve beyond, because right now we are doing most of our startups are for Nigerians, Africans. We need to go beyond Nigerian Africans to other people, other culture, you know, other races, irrespective. Let's produce something that scales on the global world.
Okay, the skills in the global world, and that will come with a lot of collaboration. So, collaboration, which they also say is the next currency, how important is it between the government, the private sector, academia in the building, and the academia in building a stronger tech system?
We can't really do anything without collaboration. Right, even my being here came as a result of collaboration. Your being here as a result of collaboration. So I'll be the government, private, everybody needs to come together. I really want to do something tangible, right? For every CEO, any SME out there, all that we've done so far, attend the unicorn system, everything came from collaborating with the government, the private, the academia, everybody coming together to ensure that, okay, this particular product stands the test of time and is something that, you know, Africans can use and we can support it. It's that support that is making us get to this unicorn status that we are getting. So we can't even take it out of the conversation. Collaboration is very important if we want to scale. We can't do it all by ourselves. Imagine me trying to nah, it's way too stressful. If you're trying to do it all by yourself, you need to collaborate. Collaboration is important. Okay,
we have a number of young people in the studio watching you, and for those who are also watching you at home, who are interested, who want to be a tech, you know, techie person, what exactly is the first step, and also take us through the process?
So, like I said,
concerning trainings,
tech is not the first. It's not like you just wake up and be like, today I want to be a software engineer, and then I want You need to understand yourself.
But why can it? Okay, you need
to understand yourself, your interest. Okay. Like you said, you're not a mathematics person, so definitely when you're looking at your options of technological tools to learn, you know that anything mathematics is out of it.
Like coding.
Exactly. So when you understand yourself, you understand your interest, then you look at the different technological tools that are out there. Right? Tech is in different space. It's everywhere, actually. So which one matches your interest? Which one matches who you currently are? Right? When you know that, then you can now start, you know, okay, proceeding towards, okay, cybersecurity is not for me. Let's have a checklist. Okay, these are all the tech tools, right? Software engineering, data analytics, product management, UI, UX, design engineering, have everything listed. And then just say, oh, this one, mathematics, out of it for me. Oh, this one, no mathematics, or very little mathematics is something I can, you know, venture into. You tick into it, then you have your options. Then you research about it. So these people doing this thing, what do they do? Like how is their work routine like? You know, it's about you knowing, would this thing work for me or not? Because I, as a person, I'm a mathematics person from secondary school. I love mathematics. Like when we're choosing subject for WAEC, I added further maths. I removed geography. I said I want. Someone to say mathematics is not enough for you. You still want to do further maths. you like WAEC, I said me, it's none of my business. I will do my further maths. I did my further maths and I passed. So I wanted to go for computer science. Actually, that was my initial choice of study. But I was in computer science for a while, and it was theory. It was paperwork. They were not showing me computer. They were not showing me. They were taking me to the lab. So I switched to business management because I'm like, okay, second option. I think I'm vibrant. I like money. So
we all like money.
So I can do well. So it was about my choice. It was about who I was, what I wanted to do, what works for me. Then growing now and then being in tech is like, it just fits. Like I've learned about business. I like mathematics. I am just doing everything that I love all in one. So it's about you. Right, understanding yourself, knowing what you want, and then looking for the tech tool that matches your lifestyle, who you want to be, who you are, and that way it's easier and seamless. And you're not in tech for money, because a lot of people are Let me not.
You said it was for money when we started. You said the money.
People are tired and exhausted from doing things like, I'm just doing it because let me just earn the money and just not from the passion. Right? When I because I love what I do. It's like my life. It's everything to me. It just syncs with my lifestyle and everything, and I can easily express myself with it. But a lot of people is like, let me just go to work. Let me just write the code. It don't break again. Let me just find a solution. It's stressful. So you don't want to put yourself in that bondage of doing something just for the money. Find passion.
Thank you very much, Iremide Olatuji, for such an insightful conversation. Today's discussion has shown that Lagos is not just a city of hustle and commerce, but also a breeding ground for innovation, creativity, and of course, bold dreams, like people like Iremide. Thank you very much. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, the conversation continues.